for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
It's always fun to look around and see fans singing our Stars Spangled Banner. Getting in the spirit. Should be a good one tonight. Don't go away.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight we'll be watching the Utah Jazz playing against the Timberwolves out in Minneapolis. Well, for Minnesota, they lost game 1 in this matchup earlier this season. They'll see them 4 times in all, looking to even the series with a win tonight. You look at former Defensive Player of the Year Rudy Gobert, Kenny. We talk about his size, but what else do you really like about his game?
He plays with an edge, Ernie. Plays with a lot of passion. And he has endurance for a big guy. A lot of big guys, and maybe with the exception of Shaq over here, they don't play both ends of the court for long periods of time.
And he's not content on just being a great defender, but a great rebounder. He really wants to help the team on the offensive end also.
That does it for us. Kevin Harlan with the call, and we will see you later. Au revoir.
Adios.
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Well, if you ask Karl Anthony Towns, his greatest strength is his versatility. He said, "My dad taught it to me at a young age, and it's made my transition at every step of my career comfortable, having the fundamentals and foundation. I don't limit myself. I try to be great at all skills." Kevin?
Yeah, terrific attitude. It makes him very tough to handle. David, thank you. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Vonleh.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Ingles in at the 3. And for the Timberwolves, Vonleh and Towns, the duo inside. Wiggins and Covington fill the wings. And it's Teague in at the 1.
And I'll tell you who I feel for. The Wolves fans. 1 playoff appearance in the last 15 years.
Yeah, and you know, they've had some exciting talent in Minnesota, guys, but they've done very little winning with that talent. I think the good news, though, when you want to spin it positively, they still have that talent, and a lot of the talent is young.
Mitchell against Wiggins. Mitchell outside. And the rejection by Towns. Here's Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
Well, I think this is an ideal recipe for Wiggins. Attacking on the drive, making people try to match up with his athleticism. That's a winning combination for Wiggins.
And Gobert kicks to Conley. Pass to Mitchell. There's the 3. Conley's shot is off. For the Utah Jazz, they won their last contest, that game against Minnesota.
Yeah, and
the power on that prudent.
Making the impossible look easy. Wiggins with the great creativity in the air. He typically hangs in the air a little longer than the average bird, though.
Conley with it. Now guarded by Towns. Gobert, the pass to Bogdanovich. To the wing right side. Just 4 to shoot. The Jazz again can't hit it. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And Towns throws it down.
You know what makes Towns so dangerous in transition? He can beat you with the shot, or he can beat you at the rim.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Conley trying to get open as Bogdanovich. Conley gets the bucket.
The first bucket for this offense, 1 of 4 to start the game.
The Timberwolves have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Floats it up for Wiggins.
Yeah, you know, not every point guard would be able to find an open man right there, but T is always looking for the right play.
So it's the Jazz now. They trail by 6. Conley against T. Mitchell outside. The pass to Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. That's tipped. Covington with the steal. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Look at Utah. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when I look at the Timberwolves, they've had an interesting start to the year. Lately, they put together some nice wins, and you get the general sense that their confidence is growing.
Now, here's Mitchell. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
And he caused major problems with his defense as well. He had 4 steals by the time the game was over.
Here's Teague following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Pass to Vonleh, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell.
And with the pause in the action, let's look at the numbers for Donovan Mitchell. Putting up about 25 points per game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Well, you know that he can put points up in a hurry, and he leads this team in scoring.
Yeah, you know, I think he's got a great sense of how to keep their offense going and being productive. If somebody else is having an off night, then he kind of steps in and fills the gap.
And last year, a tough one for Jeff Teague. Just couldn't put together his normal level of play.
You know, Teague missed some games with injury, but his shot just wasn't consistent. His passing and playmaking were as strong as ever, but you just couldn't rely on him to score.
Free throw good, Teague. Well, Clark, no doubt you've been through this many times. The regular season is a grind. I think you said that before. Do the veteran players need to teach the young guys how to handle that schedule?
I clearly think, Kevin, that the veterans can be helpful, but there's nothing like firsthand experience, and you really have to experience the length and the grueling nature of the season to understand how you best can weather the schedule, but veterans certainly can be helpful.
Is there a rookie wall, Clark? Is that true?
Yeah, I think there is one. Clearly, I hit it, and most rookies that I've talked to during my time and beyond find a period in that season when they bump into that wall.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
Now, here's Teague. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Utah Jazz.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
Conley feeling it out. Knocks down the 3 ball. Conley's got 5 points so far.
And this pumps the whole team up. Conley's shooting ability brings energy and excitement.
Outside Teague. Passes to Towns. To the left wing. 5 on the clock. To the paint. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And, you know, the Timberwolves made Karl Anthony Towns their franchise cornerstone going forward. Cat signed a 5-year deal worth $190 million, and really it's not even a question. He's the present and future of this team.
The first one falls. And with Towns in his extension, Clark, it would have been hard to imagine the Timberwolves doing anything different.
Yeah, you know, I think it's really rare to find a player so complete at this young age as Towns is. I mean, the production he gives you with his scoring and rebounding is really irreplaceable.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense, and it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside or in, off the bounce or on the catch. This guy can do it all.
Now here's Teague following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. Jazz trail by 5. Outside Conley. Outside Bogdanovich. From 10 feet out, they get it back. Mitchell. Wiggins with some nice D.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Pass to Towns. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it. Towns has got 6. And Greg, as you said, it's the skill level of Towns at his young age that is so incredible.
Very capable three-ball shooter, but he likes backing you down on the block as well. You step back and look at what he can do for a team, and there aren't really any holes in his game.
Teague with a clean look. That one wide left.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Now here's Teague. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Towns kicks to Teague. Shoots from 12. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Teague's got his second bucket tonight.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Jazz trail by 7. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Outside Conley. Back to Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for Minnesota. Towns up top. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Here's Gobert. He kicks it to Bogdanovich, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. There's the foul. That's against Minnesota.
You know, you look at Bojan Bogdanovich, and he's not uber athletic. I mean, he doesn't blow you away with his athleticism, but he's heady, and he's tough, and that makes him effective.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And growing up in the European system, Clark, 2 practices a day, drilling those fundamentals. Bogdanovich with a complete offensive game.
Yeah, you can see the fruit of all that labor, Kevin. He's very efficient offensively, doesn't waste motion or dribbles. And he's not content to be a one-way player. He's challenged himself to defend at a higher level.
Napier feeling it out a bit. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Exum with it. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And it's Davis at the elbow. And Jarrett Culver gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Bell's checked in. And Utah also making a switch. Williams-Goss is checked in. Moutier kicks to Davis. The basket good off the assist from Moutier.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Now here's Napier. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Green against Bell. Over Green. Great D that time from Green. Jazz trail by 3. Exum with a wide open look. Can't tie it up as that one misses. In the corner, Napier with it. Back to Lehman. Rebound, Utah. Last time they met was in Utah.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Out to the wing. Here's Williams-Goss. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Now here's Culver. Tight defense on him. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
I'll tell you, Culver has an array of moves once he gets into the paint.
Jazz trail by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now here's Moutier. Napier covering, and the wide open shot from Green. Off target with his 3.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Here's Napier, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Ed Davis. Clark, I have sat next to you doing these games for years. What's prevented you from taking a coaching position at some level? Because I hear you talk, I'm thinking you'd be a perfect coach.
Well, a couple of things. One, coaching never lets up. It's always on you, and I've come to enjoy the fact that I can be fully immersed as a broadcaster and work with great guys like you and others, and then have a period of time where I don't have to be immersed in basketball, and I've enjoyed that. And I also haven't trained or prepared to be a coach because it is demanding in terms of the hours that you have to put in. And I've got a little more job security, I think, in the role that I serve as an analyst as opposed to what might happen if I did try to be a coach.
You've got all the security in the world, believe me. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And with this summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
And how about we check out the group of rookies with the best percentages from the charity stripe this season. Third is Jarrett Culver.
And really, he needs to continue getting to the free throw line as much as possible because he's pretty deadly once he gets there.
And it's hard to score in this league as a rookie. The charity stripe is one place where you can get some easy points where nobody's on you. And he's learned to take full advantage of that.
Now here's Moutier. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
We're not too far along in the basketball season right now, so let's see how the Jazz have done so far in the league stats.
And going back to their offensive rebounding, and that #1 ranking in second chance buckets, I think it speaks to their tenacity and physicality. They go at you. No question about that.
And he can't get the first one.
And one thing the Wolves have done well over the past few seasons, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, you know, they squeeze it well. Low turnovers can be a double-edged sword, though. If you don't make many mistakes, maybe you're not being aggressive enough.
And the second free throw, good. Minnesota leading by 5. And here's Napier. And the pass to Jang. Pass to Layman. Knocked loose. And Jang gets it to go. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
If you're guarding Jang, you know he doesn't mind being challenged. I mean, he's able to convert through physical play. As a matter of fact, the rougher it is, I think the more he likes it.
Now here's Green. 8 points his last outing, and Culver pulls it down. 1:25 left in the first quarter. The shot that time not on target. Now the Jazz take it the other way. It's Davis on the wing. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. And the Timberwolves with possession here. 7-point differential. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for Utah. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Oh, my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful.
Virtually impossible to top that alley-oop.
Now Napier. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Green. Bell with the block. Passes it to Layman. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. Pass to Green. Tries again. Bell with the block. Here's Napier from past the arc. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Timberwolves ahead, up by 10. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. One of the better two-way guards in the NBA, Mike Conley, said his inspiration growing up was none other than Gary Payton.
He was one of my favorite players growing up. I had Gary Payton jersey, had the shoes, everything. So when I looked at a player, I was like, you know, he plays on both ends. I want to be able to do that too.
And you know, Conley, maybe not the size of Payton, but Greg, he's always taken the challenge defensively.
And you can see how much of an influence the glove had on Conley. He plays a lot like him on that end.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what's your take so far in the Timberwolves?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Jazz, we've got Emmanuel Moutier. Green is out there with Williams-Goss. Then it's Exum, and it's Davis in at the 5 down low. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul, and they were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it. And Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. D.A., thank you. The Jazz making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. Moutier passed to Gobert. Tries it from 9. Davis on the follow. Davis has got it back down to within single digits for the Jazz.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Now here's Napier. He's covered closely. Jang, no luck. The Jazz have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Moutier. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And Clark, when you think back to your playing days in high school, what memories come to mind?
Well, just the fun of being able to have success all 4 years I was at St. Joseph High School in Cleveland, the way the city rallied around us my senior year when we had a chance to play for a state championship. Unfortunately came up short. The teammates and coaches and teachers that I had a chance to enjoy those 4 years with, all really fond, special memories for me.
The first free throw is good.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for Minnesota. And Utah also making a switch. Conley's checked in. Both free throws good from Moutier. Timberwolves leading by 7. Napier with it. 9 points in the game so far. Wiggins outside. The pass to Jang. Kicks to Napier. Fires the 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Green. Pass to Gobert. Moutier looking around. 6 to shoot. Conley against Wiggins. No good on the 3. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for 1 more at the line.
Boy, I tell you, when Wiggins attacks now, good things seem to happen. Now a potential and 1. Boy, this young fella's got major talent.
Greg, no secret that many Minnesota fans are questioning the contract they gave to Andrew Wiggins, as his development has seemed to plateau.
And with all due respect to Wiggins, it would be worth worrying about if you're a Timberwolves fan. Wiggins has taken a step backwards, I feel, the last few years in his scoring, and seemingly has lost the edge to his game that made him such a promising young star.
And that one misses.
Well, you know, it's not been easy for Andrew Wiggins the last few seasons, guys. The production has just fallen short of expectations. He was a #1 pick back in his draft class and really has struggled to live up to what the fans have expected him to be.
Bogdanovich, no luck. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Conley with it. Now Covington defending. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's his first foul. Here's Conley. He's got 5, and Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. And with Wiggins, he's clearly a talented player, Clark, but people just want more from him.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin, and a lot of it is a matter of consistency. And when the expectations are high, being a former overall #1 pick, that pressure can affect you. But I think if Wiggins can just lock into being consistent, all of that will subside.
One shot.
Now, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower, probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players in switches. He straddles those two needs better than anyone in the league.
And it's Towns missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Utah.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Now here's Teague. He's got 6. Now here's Wiggins. Outside Covington. Shot clock at 6. He kicks to Vonleh. Passes it to Teague. From deep three-point range. Kept alive, Minnesota. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Good luck trying to keep Cat off the glass. Karl Anthony Towns loves mixing it up down low and getting after those second chances.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Conley. Shot on the wing. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. It's a 5-point game. On the wing, Wiggins. Covered by Mitchell. Outside, Towns. Gobert against Covington. Teague for 3. Ingles with the rebound.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
The Jazz have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. The first one falls. Clark, as you're watching a game unfold, what characteristics do you look for in a great closer?
Obviously confidence, a real eagerness to make difference-making plays late, and somebody who can create his own shot if a play breaks down. I mean, that's essential.
And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
And you look back at that 2013 draft, just call it the year of the sleeper Euros. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick.
Now here's Teague. 6 points for him. Now the pass to Covington. And here's Wiggins. Ingles covering. And Wiggins gets it to go on the assist from Covington. And that's 10 points for Andrew Wiggins. And, you know, Greg, hindsight always being 20/20. The Greek Freak and Gobert probably go first and second in that 2013 draft.
Yeah, and Steven Adams probably top 4. The common thread, all of them play a hard-nosed style, not something that's always associated with foreign-born players, but they're erasing that perception.
Now here's Gobert. Bogdanovich missing his last shot. The Jazz have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. A free throw drops for Gobert.
Well, you know, last season, injuries thrust Bojan Bogdanovich into a primary offensive role, and he responded well. Had a career high in scoring and also career best from the field and beyond the arc.
And here is Teague. To the wing on the left. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Vonleh. And again, it's Minnesota. And you can see the confidence, Clark, for Bogdanovich.
Well, he's thriving as he enters his prime. Opportunity is a big part of it. And, you know, they want him to be aggressive offensively, and they give him room to do just that.
And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket for Mitchell.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now here's Towns. He's coming off a 31-point game against the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, but I thought the shot blocking was the real story. I mean, he was just everywhere. It got hard to keep track of all his rejections.
Timberwolves have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Teague for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Teague's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Jazz trail by 5. Outside Conley. To the left wing. Now Ingles. An 11-point game for him in the win against Minnesota.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
And the Utah Jazz not exactly a magnet for big-name free agents, Greg, but for their young star, Donovan Mitchell, it has been a perfect fit.
You know, they needed a scorer. He's played big minutes from day one and really thrived in that role.
And he's good on the first of 3. Was there any steal in the 2017 draft bigger than Donovan Mitchell? My goodness, guys, Utah looks like they found a franchise player with him.
I mean, to see a player his age come in and just be an elite scorer is impressive. Very explosive in transition, but also in the half court. Reminds you a bit of Westbrook or a young D-Wade with how he plays.
Now, here's Teague. He's got 9. Pass to Vonleh. Here's Covington. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Wiggins. The rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Ingles. It's good. This game is all even.
Nice look there from Bogdanovich, the shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
Conley against Teague. Dishes it to Vonleh. Here's Towns. A second chance effort. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Textbook up fake there. Towns does a great job imitating his usual shot motion. Earns himself a trip to the line.
The Timberwolves have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. And the first one drops.
And, you know, really, Towns is the total package. A versatile scorer, skilled defender, and strong competitor.
Layman, he's checked in for Minnesota. And Utah with a change here, too. Williams-Goss is checked in for Joe Ingles. And so he makes both from the line.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. The shot will not fall. Towns with the defensive effort. And Teague's got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
And you gotta love the mindset of Robert Covington when he plays defense. So active with his hands and feet, rarely gets fooled on any up fakes or jab steps.
Now here's Teague. He's got 9. It's Covington on the wing. Over Bogdanovich. Covington's shot is off. For Utah, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. Towns with the steal. And here they come. Covington passes to Wiggins. Back to Covington. Over Conley. Covington with the bucket. You know, it's easy to see why, Greg, Covington has been named to first-team all-defense in the past.
The team is noticeably different when his defensive presence is missing. I mean, rare to find a perimeter player who is as good as him, both on and off the ball.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Jazz with possession here. Gobert the pass to Williams-Goss. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Teague bounce pass. Here's Covington. That's good. And so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 3 assists tonight.
And I like the guts from Covington there. I mean, definitely getting bodied a little on his shot, but still keeps his focus and gets it to go down.
Jazz trail by 4. Williams-Goss the pass to Mitchell. Wiggins with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's Layman, covered by Conley. Teague the pass to Towns. Shoots from 12, and that one drops. Towns has got 12.
Well, Towns has such a nice, smooth-looking jumper, capitalizing from the mid-range there.
And the Jazz with possession here.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. Gets a very good look and converts. He's got 7. Timberwolves leading by 4. Passes it to Covington. Here's Wiggins. Gobert with the block. Here's Towns. That one misses. And it's Utah the other way. 3-on-3. Here's Bogdanovich. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Kicks it out to Wiggins. That 3 off the mark. It's tipped. Inside. Trying to find Covington. Gets it to him. What a terrific move that was.
And it's always terrific when Covington gets going down in the paint. I mean, this guy can score the ball from anywhere on the floor.
Conley the pass to Gobert. Here's Williams-Goss, defended by Towns. Here's Williams-Goss. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Gobert the pass to Bogdanovich. Mitchell wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his 4th assist in this one. Timberwolves leading by 3. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Wiggins outside. Pass to Towns. From outside the arc. Buries it from 3-point range.
And with the way the game is played nowadays, you want big guys who can shoot the ball. Towns with the pure stroke from behind the arc. Cash money.
Gobert goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line.
Shooting one.
That one is on Towns.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
It could go. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for Minnesota. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. With Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, you got some scoring going in that first half. What did you take advantage of?
I'm just finding spots, not chasing it, letting it come to me. Just using what my teammates give me.
Productive half so far, Karl Anthony. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. first half was all about Karl Anthony Towns. He ended up with 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist. The first 2 quarters went very well for him. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Well, I think to shoot a high percentage, the offense has to be in sync. And in the first half, those guys were sharing the basketball, playing for each other. Now it becomes a matter of being consistent at it.
And Shaq, how do you think the Jazz were playing?
Their three-point shooting in the first half was atrocious. Ugh, ugly, awful, nasty. It's not that they're just missing shots. It's like they're just taking the shots. Hold on, Ernie. Hey, you! Whatever your number is, stop shooting the three. See, Ernie, that's all the coach got to do. Tell them stop shooting the three. Pass, cut, work together, do something.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Wiggins and Covington fill the wings. Vonleh is out there with Gorgie Dang. And it's Teague in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Wiggins. Teague can't hit.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, for the last 5 years, the Golden State Warriors have been the colossus that stood over the NBA. And there were thoughts that most teams were not willing to do things to be competitive, knowing that they could not beat the Splash Brothers, Draymond Green, and then Kevin Durant. But the Warriors lost to the Raptors in the finals last year, combined with the injuries to Durant and Klay Thompson, have opened things up. And for the first time in a long time, there are any number of teams in this league that believe it's their time.
Probably so. The West is strengthened. There's no doubt, DA. Interesting matchups coming up for sure. Thank you. And there's the pass to Wiggins. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
Here's the floater. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got the lead up to 1 now for the Jazz.
Gotta admire how clever Conley is. Gifted at catching the defense off guard with that soft floater.
And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Good work there as it goes. Bogdanovich has got 6.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's Towns. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
And he makes the first. And Towns drops them both.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
It's stolen by Teague. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Wiggins. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. And 12 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Well, that was quality defense, but Wiggins showing off tremendous athleticism, able to overcome that defense.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Jazz. They trail by 1. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That'll be his second foul of the game. Mitchell outside. Bogdanovich left side. Lays it up and banks it in. Bogdanovich has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the young Timberwolves head coach, Ryan Saunders, son of former Minnesota coach Flip Saunders, about as great of a pedigree you could ask for as a young coach.
Well, guys, you've heard me talk about the DNA when it relates to players. It's the same with coaches. I mean, Ryan has grown up seeing his dad coach at a high level, the late Flip Saunders, one of our favorites in the business. He spent his whole life around basketball, so he has a great way with players and a real good understanding of the game, to a modern-day approach for a young coach. Inviting contact on the drive. Wiggins with the aggressive move. Pays off there.
Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. For Utah, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Here's Conley. Here's Gobert. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gobert's got 12.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
And that one drops for him. Utah with the ball. They lead by 1. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Shoots a fader, and that one is off. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Yep, that one goes. And that's 19 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now here's Gobert. 12 points for him. Here's Conley. No good. Great D that time from T for Minnesota. They've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Covington dishes to Towns. Covington wide open. He fires. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Now it's a 3-point Minnesota lead. For Utah, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Mitchell is double. Here's Gobert.
Oh my
great
goodness! That was special.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Yeah, I'm with you, Kevin, there. I mean, I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Culver's checked in for Robert Covington. Ed Davis is checked in for the Jazz. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Vonleh. Gobert with the block. On the wing, Ingles. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Teague, the pass to Vonleh. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And Towns, the bucket on the assist by Culver. 21 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 23. Conley with the 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Wiggins has got his 5th rebound in this one.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Wiggins drives in, and the dunk by Vonleh.
Staying alert and aware, Wiggins sees his man flash to an open spot. Pass is right on the money.
Jazz trail by 3. Conley with it. He's got 9. Wiggins passes to Teague. They get it again, and it's Towns on the follow. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, well, also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Here's Mitchell after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. No good from 11 feet. Pass to Vonleh. Now Culver, over by Conley. Now here's Ingles. Gobert dishes to Conley. Davis kicks to Mitchell. Passes to Conley. 5 to shoot. Another miss by Utah.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
And that one is good.
And that attacking mindset, when Culver sees an opportunity like that, he just grabs it.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. 7-point differential. And the Jazz call time here. You look at Towns, he's really been playing well.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Jang, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Bell comes in for Vonleh. Layman, he's checked in for Wiggins. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Jeff Teague. Then for the Jazz, Jeff Green. He's checked in for Joe Ingles. Exum comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Well, as much as Gorgui Dieng does on the court, he'll be remembered, Clark, by many for his off-the-court contributions.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly there. Dieng has revamped hospitals in his home country of Senegal, as well as sent thousands upon thousands of meals back to his homeland. I mean, you can't say enough about what this man has done for others. And that really is a measure of influence, maturity, and leadership. Great, great impact being made by Dieng off the court.
Here's Napier following the basket by Emmanuel Mudiay. Pass to Culver. Shoots a 3. The rebound by the Jazz. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And it's blocked. And here's Napier. He's got 9. And the pass to Dieng. Over Green. Off the left rim and out. Jazz trail by 5. Lets the 3 fly. And Culver pulls it down. Culver's got his 4th rebound in this one. In the corner, Bell with it. Trying to get open is Dieng. No good from Bell. Utah's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And it's good, 2 points. Mudiay's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Now here's Napier, defended by Mudiay. Puts one up from 19, and the jumper is on the mark. Napier's got 11. And for the Jazz, they're shooting around 48% so far in the third. Mudiay pass to Green. Kicks to Gobert. Pass to Mudiay. Just 5 to shoot. The 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Dieng's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Napier. It's deflected. They retain possession. 1:44 left in the third. Here's Exum. Rebound by Jang. Jang's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Napier with it. Now Green defending. And that one misses from Lehman.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
Exum's shot is off.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Napier. 11 points in the game. Here's Jang. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
Though Jang has developed a pretty good outside shot, this is where you want him operating, in the painted area.
Here's Exum. Banked in off the glass.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Now Napier. Passes it to Bell. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter of the game, and no good that time.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Pass to Moutier. Three-pointer. They get it back, and Gobert kicks to Exum. A floater, and the rejection by Jang. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for Minnesota. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. And we'll be right back after this. A chance now to hear Coach Quinn Snyder talking to his team moments ago in the huddle.
Everybody keep shooting the ball. All right? Jumpers will go. All right? They come in flurries. You miss a couple, you make a couple, all of a sudden, bam, bam.
Wanting to keep it fast and loose, Quinn Snyder asking his guys to stay aggressive on offense.
And you have to take the shots that the system is designed to create. If you don't, everybody gets bogged down, and that creates much bigger problem.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So on the floor for Utah, Davis is out there with Green. Then there's Emmanuel Moutier. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic, and it's Exum in at the 2. Jazz trail by 7. Here's Moutier. To the inside, Davis, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Free throw good, Davis. And both free throws good for Davis. Timberwolves leading by 5. Napier with it. The pass to Covington. Towns down low. He's guarded by Davis. And it's Towns missing. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And so it's Bogdanovic who brings up the ball for Utah. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Now, here's Exum. Shot clock at 5. The dish to Moutier. Off target from three-point range. The Timberwolves shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Covington passes to Napier. Over Moutier. And it's Napier missing. Jazz trail by 5. Here's Bogdanovic. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
On the attack, Bogdanovic showing his ability to put it on the floor.
Now, here's Napier. Defended by Moutier. Over in the corner. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Jazz go the other way with it. Pass to Moutier. Unloads from 13. Rebound, Minnesota. Zhang's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And here's Moutier. Davis finds Moutier. Pass to Bogdanovich. Knocks it loose and stolen by Zhang. Culver passes to Towns. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Now it's a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here is Davis after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Now here's Moutier. He's guarded closely. Makes it off the glass.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Napier dishes to Culver. Goes up the baseline. Inside. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Yeah, Towns is giving them a huge injection of scoring tonight. A fearless, aggressive performance from the big fella.
And the Jazz call time here.
Yet another player from the 2019 draft class who wasn't a top high school recruit. Jarrett Culver, 3-star guy, thin, unrefined, but in that sophomore year of college, boy, did he surprise some folks.
Minnesota making some changes. Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Zhang. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Culver. And it's Teague for Napier. Utah also making some changes. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Green. Mitchell comes in for Exum. And it's Conley in for Moutier. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
Here's Teague after Ed Davis's score. Teague, the pass to Covington. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. And Greg, when you talk about Culver, the one thing he did show in high school and again showed at Texas Tech, the ability to score.
Yeah, and he creates and makes shots against great defenders. Every team in the NBA is looking for that. His jumper, his handle, his ability to move without the ball, already NBA level stuff.
One shot.
And Covington, no good on that one. And the level of detail that Robert Covington approaches defense with is just phenomenal. He is always prepared for his matchup.
Yeah, and that's why he's an outstanding defender, Kevin, because he's got the physical attributes. He's got excellent speed and quickness for a guy of his size, good length and strength, outstanding hands. But he does a nice job of studying his opponent and what he needs to do to be effective defensively. I think he's one of the better defenders in the game and on the wing.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Zhang's checked in, and he's good on the second. Timberwolves leading by 6. Now Teague. Outside Covington. Pass to Vonleh. He kicks it to Zhang. Over Davis. Zhang, no luck.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Now, here's Mitchell over Wiggins. Another miss by Utah. Vonleh with it. Davis is there. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really nice work here from Covington to draw the foul on his way up. He's got a real talent for drawing fouls and getting himself to the foul line.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second.
Man, you got to love the intensity of Covington. I mean, he's a consistent shooter from beyond the arc, and he's a player that also isn't afraid to get dirty on the glass for rebounds. That's a nice combination, nice stroke, but still he'll do some dirty work too.
Here's Teague. On the wing, Wiggins. The tray. Here's Vonleh. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And both free throws good for Vonleh. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Utah. They trail by 7. To the middle. The pass to Mitchell. And stolen by Wiggins. Covington against Ingles. No good there. Jazz trail by 7. Here's Bogdanovich. Rebound by Jang.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Ooh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that and out of their chairs.
Kevin, that's how you get your teammates fired up.
Here's Conley after the basket by Minnesota. Covington with the steal. Here's Teague. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Michael Conley picks one up.
Hey, you know, Kevin, when Teague drives, he's really good at baiting his defender into giving him a path to the lane or committing the foul.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Teague.
And you know what I like most about Teague is his confidence. I mean, he's unflappable. He's cool and composed, and yet plays the game with a real fire.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the Jazz. Both shots good from the stripe. Regarding super teams, Clark, you and I have talked a lot about this. Many fans view them in a negative light, but they're actually something we've seen around in this game for a long time.
Yeah, you're right. So often we become prisoners of the present and we forget about what transpired in the past, but the Celtics in the 60s were as dominant as any team in the history of the game. The Lakers in the 80s, the Bulls in the 90s. But I guess fans have a complaint because they feel those teams came together more organically compared to what seems to be a movement by free agents that has led to dominant championship teams, although the Warriors pretty much have built their championship team through the draft.
Now Mitchell, following Noah Vonleh's three-point attempt. Gobert finds Conley. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Mitchell. Goes back up. Rebound by Jang. Jang's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down.
Yeah, it's another basket for Wiggins, Kevin. Impossible to cool off. I mean, he's got every chamber filled tonight.
Here's Conley. Guys, their comeback bid had better get started.
I don't know, guys. It's going to take a pretty big run to get back in this one.
He dishes it to Bogdanovich. Pass to Gobert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Conley for 3. Minnesota with the rebound.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
And Teague, here we go. Jang, no luck.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off. And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And the Jazz with possession here. It's a 13-point game. Conley kicks to Mitchell. And stolen by Wiggins. To the left side wing. Vonleh, the pass to Wiggins. 5 on the clock. Gobert with the block. Here's Mitchell. The Jazz with another miss. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 17-7 run. Teague finds Covington. Passes it to Jang. Over Bogdanovich. Jang, no luck. Jazz trail by 13. Here's Mitchell. He doesn't hit that one. And Minnesota will come the other way. Covington inside the line. Cans the shot from the wing.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Utah calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
Conley against Teague. Pass to Gobert. Outside Bogdanovich. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Now here's Teague, Jang, and that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 9 assists now tonight.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Utah. Down by 15. Outside Bogdanovich. No good from outside.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm. You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Timberwolves.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
And the loss earlier in the year must have stung a bit because tonight they came out and made all the necessary adjustments, moving them to a record of 1 apiece here in this 4-game season series against the Jazz.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Andrew Wiggins.
I thought his active hands were a big help. I mean, he took some chances on defense, and his gambles paid off. He got a bunch of steals.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Bradley's checked in for Bogdanovich. George Niang comes in for Joe Ingles. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Now here's Moutier. Napier covering. Nice shot by Gobert.
And you know he's finishing when he gets that close. Count it.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Napier. Now the pass to Graham. Now here's Jang. Kicks it to Napier. Clock at 6. And he nails the jumper.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Andrew, an impressive win for you guys. How will you look back on tonight?
It feels great, you know. I think the whole team played great. You know, we shared the ball, we got rebounds, we made big possessions. You know, so I think it was a great game.
Hey, Andrew, congrats again. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.